Well, it's your voice, your vote. In 12 hours, the polls open across Virginia for the midterm elections. Voters will reshape Congress and their local governments.
We have team coverage ahead of Election Day with candidates now in the final hours to secure your vote. Emily Harrison takes a closer look at a special school board election in Hampton Roads. But Ann Sparacco will lead us off. She explains what to do if you run into aggressive behavior at the polls.
Voters are determined to make their voices heard at the polls this election day.
Every vote counts.
This is my second time voting in person ever.
And they're not letting anything get in the way
No.
or anyone stop them from casting their ballot.
I think we've seen a pretty wide variety of instances of voter intimidation.
Irene Shin with the Virginia Civic Engagement Table says aggressive behavior at the polls is threatening a Virginian's ability to vote peacefully.
I think we saw it certainly as a huge uptick in 2020 for obvious reasons, and we saw it also in 2021 last year in state elections, and we are anticipating it this year as well.
Shin says her election protection coalition has monitors who will serve as a second set of eyes at polling locations this election day. They will try to ensure people make their voices heard on the ballot and not in line at the sites.
We don't care how you're going to vote. We don't care who a voter's ideology is aligned with. We want to make sure that every voter in Virginia can cast their ballot.
Shin says if you see someone acting aggressively at the polls, you should notify the chief election officer at the location, who will then handle the situation. In Norfolk, I'm Ann Sparacco for 13 News Now.
The Norfolk FBI office is also keeping an eye on voter behavior. Agents say they work with local law enforcement to analyze anyone who may be motivated to cause voter intimidation. You can get a free ride to the polls tomorrow. Hampton Roads Transit will not charge riders on Election Day. That means bus, light rail, ferry, and paratransit services are free all day. HRT leaders say they want to help anyone who they need get to the polls to vote.